Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua. We are minutes away from the championship game of the 13th annual Conway Arena Ice Hockey Tournament, played between Christmas and New Year's every year. Here we are in 2017, and for the price of one goal, that team that you're watching warm up right there is Keene instead of Merrimack, Tom King.
That's right, John Collins. An interesting game in Merrimack and Nashua-Northside the other night when a 3-3 tie.
Semi-final.
Merrimack needed, well, it wasn't really a semi.
No, right.
Merrimack needed a win to get in. Tie wouldn't do them any good. Keene had Bedford yesterday, the JV team. They beat them 3-1. Talking to the Keene coach after the game, I said, you know, you get in if Merrimack loses. He goes, we do? So, I mean, that's, Chris McIntosh, he wasn't
you
sure.
You told him.
So he knew now.
You told him his fate, which is a noontime, high noon showdown against the team to the left, which is Nashua High South. So North helped them out. North helped them out by making Merrimack play to a tie.
Exactly. You know, and we've got Keene. If you're looking at Keene right now, John, they're a good Division II team. They've got some playmakers. One guy you got to watch out for. You're going to call his name a lot. Number 18.
We're back on Keene. You're talking about Keene?
Yeah, number 18, Martin Molesky. He's a playmaker. He'll make assists. He'll distribute. He'll set up, and he'll even score for you.
Yes.
And he'll set up
and
guys.
There he is right there, number 18, Martin Molesky.
He'll set up guys like Zach Moores,
strong
number
skater.
11.
Yeah.
And he'll also set up Tim Greenwood, number 15.
Greenwood's a line mate. Yeah,
and of course, don't forget the
size
of Miles Didkoff, the goalie. 6'2", 6'3".
Really fills up the cage.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing that we found out with Nashua-South-Pelham in this tournament, they got some guys who can do some things.
Yeah.
One of them is Matt DiPrizio, number 9.
Number 9 for South.
He got the overtime, excuse me, this cold is still hanging on. He got the overtime goal that put South in the finals 2 days ago. So he is going to be a player to watch.
He's right at the blue line, skating in the middle.
He's going to be a player to watch in this hockey
yep.
game. It's going to be a fabulous game. I think it's going to be very interesting. The competition in this tournament has been great.
Been great. 3 15-minute periods, Tom tells me. We played the entire tournament to save time with 2 20-minute halves. It was funny to say halftime during a hockey game, but that's what we had for every game until this one.
It's a good way to do it. They've done it like that in the past. You get to the final, you want to play a full game as long as you have the ice time, and they had the ice time.
There will be a bunch of people celebrating at the end of this one, including the winning team and Tom King, because he will be able to get out of the cold that has been really tough to survive this week. It's about 0 outside, maybe 20 inside. And Tom's suffering for it. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Jim McLean is our cameraman. We are moments away from the opening face-off from the championship game of the 13th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament. Stay with us on NashuaETV.
Next thing I know, emergency, my car's about to blow up.
Championship contest this morning. First goal, they had a starting today. Number 8, Joseph Walsh. And in goal, number 1, the Blackbirds, coached by Chris McIntosh, assisted by Scott Sartorio and Derek Delaney.
They better change it.
And starting for your homestanding South-Pelham Kings. And right wing is number 21, Riley Number. And left wing, number 17, John Gibson. At center, number 12, Joe Moore. On defense, number 10, Josh Keene. And in goal, number 1, Adam Gagnon. Here are the Rockford Kings. They are coached by Todd Burns, assisted by Tom Cunio and Justin Shuley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise now. Remove our caps for the singing of our national anthem. And leading us today in that ceremony is Mr. Al St. Louis. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Ready to play some hockey at the Conway. It's the 13th annual tournament played at Christmas week every year, and this year your combatants are the defending champion Nashua-South-Pelham Kings and Keene, the Blackbirds of Keene High School. They are going to play 3 15-minute periods to decide the tournament title. Keene gathering en masse around their goaltender to the right, while all the South Pelham Kings gather around their coach on the bench to our left. Head coach for South is Sean Connors, assisted by Doug Burns, Justin Chili, and John Cunio. John Chiuli, I guess it is. For Keene, the head coach is Chris McIntosh, and assistants are Scott Sartorio and Derek Delaney.
Penalty box doorkeepers are Shannon Paquette, Ellie Byram, and Julia Torres.
Bob Bates, the public address announcer for this game. Interesting, the two referees that are doing this game here at the Conway kept their jackets on until about 30 seconds before the opening face-off. You'd think maybe they would have warmed up a little bit in the pre-skate, but that's how cold it is on this December 29th of 2017. As we approach the new year of 2018, wishing you a happy and healthy new year here from NashuaETV. So all we need is the puck, and it looks like Coach Connors has handed a fresh rubber disc to our official, and we're ready to go here as the teams bang their sticks and gloves on the boards, and we get ready to do battle at the Conway on the Friday before New Year's. Face-off is won by the Keene Blackbirds as they take it back into their defensive zone. South Pelham goes on the attack now. Keene through the neutral zone and into opposing territory. The backhander by Zach Moores for the Blackbirds. Keene, of course, in their black and orange traditional colors, and the South Pelham Kings in their blue and whites. Across the blue line, the wrister save is made by Miles Ditkoff, the goaltender for Dylan Riley, senior goaltender, doing the duties actually in this one. We saw Miles Ditkoff in the last game, number 31, who's just as big a human as Dylan Riley is. They look very similar actually in their goalie uniforms. South keeping the pressure on. Joshua Kinghorn, though, call for offside as he goes across the blue line. So the opening salvo by South, the save by Riley, and the faceoff will come just outside the Keene blue line. A minute and 8 seconds into this one. Keene's got very good size for what is a Division II New Hampshire hockey team, high school hockey team. Of course, South Pelham Division I, the combo of Nashua High South and Pelham High Schools. Keene trying to come up with their first shot on goal of the game. That one from the far boards is deflected behind the net. That one goes off the side of the cage. A backhander really slow along the ice by Connor Murphy. The defenseman, number 4, did reach the stick for a stick save. So that'll be a shot on goal. There's another shot on goal. That might have caught the mask of Adam Gagnon. He sends another one away. Series of saves there by Adam Gagnon to keep Keene from scoring first in this one. Another chance. That shot is to the right of the cage, and paying the price for that near shot on goal was Keene's Dimitri Seeger as he got flattened by Robert Charette, South defenseman. Big collision in the near boards. Keene, this line doing a great job of putting the pressure on the South defense as the Blackbirds look for the first goal of the game. And finally out of the zone. A good 30 to 40 seconds of pressure put on by Keene, and they come right back. A wrister with something on it from Connor Murphy. Good save by Gagnon. Now with it is Damian Salema, number 70. Backhands it into the far diagonal. That wrister by Connor Murphy was tipped wide of the goal by line mate Aiden Keene. And collecting the loose puck, Ryan DeSimone around the boards, trying to connect with Riley Nutter. And Matt DiPrizio gets it out of the zone. DiPrizio has to play it back to his defenseman, Josh Kinghorn. Kinghorn wings it up to the far sideboard. Paying the price was Johnny Pinkston as he got checked into the glass by one of the Keene forwards. Over the blue line and pursuing it is Pinkston. None the worse for that check as he got right back up. South breaks up the Keene rush, throws it back into the corner. Riley Nutter got his leg out a little bit. Got to watch that. You don't want to get called for leg tripping. A dump in and a chase, a chip and a chase by number 11, Zach Moores for Keene. But 3 South Pelham King players are back there to take it away, including Joshua Kinghorn trying to self-pass off the boards. That's broken up by defenseman Joseph Walsh of Keene, number 8. Puck played behind the Keene zone. Clearing the zone is Josh Kinghorn. 5-on-5 action here early in the championship game of the Conway Arena Hockey Tournament, 13th annual, played off the glass and out by Josh Kinghorn. It's going to go right on goal, so no icing. Played behind the net by the goaltender Dylan Riley, collected by defenseman Marcin Molesky. He's an excellent player, hasn't got a lot of touches right now. It's a partial one-on-one here. Wrister over the net. I say partial because there's two players tagging along closely for each team. This is a misconnection, but it's going to turn into a possession deep in the zone by Dante Young, though he overskates it. And the Keene defense is back to get the puck. We have played 5 minutes of a 15-minute first period, and we have a penalty behind the play. It's going to be interference. Slow to get up is Dante Young, sophomore forward for the South Pelham Kings. So Dante getting congratulated for his good hustle, which led to the penalty against the Blackbirds. So we have our first man in the box for the championship game, and it's Keene that's penalized, so it's a power play for South Pelham for the next 2 minutes. Around the boards, kept in near point by Nolan Harvey, number 3. Was behind Johnny Pinkston. He's out there with Riley Nutter and Joe Moore. Connor Murphy, number 4, defenseman for Keene, got penalized for interference. Half minute into the penalty kill, Keene setting up a box as South Pelham has 3 at the point and 2 in the forward position. Trying to save it. Steal it back, Matt DiPrizio, broken up by the Keene defense, and they clear it away. DiPrizio at center ice with his head up. He's going to try a dump in the far diagonal. He finds Johnny Pinkston first on the puck. He slashes it back toward the point, but not near enough on it. An easy interception for Zach Moores as he shoots it the length of the ice. 1 minute gone in this 2-minute power play for South Pelham. Keene intercepts, and they shoot it right back where it came from, as Adam Gagnon's out of his goal to fetch it. Around the boards, Pinkston. Up ahead, Nolan Harvey skates it through the middle zone, trying to avoid the forecheck of Keene, and that throws him off just enough that Riley Nutter is over the blue line too early, and it is offside. So, nearing the halfway mark of the first period, still no score. And again, it was the work of the North South-Hagen Sabre Titans yesterday, skating to a 3-3 tie with Merrimack, that enabled Keene to qualify for the final game. Had Merrimack scored one more goal, had they won that game against North, it would have been Merrimack here against South Pelham in the tournament final. 29 seconds remain on the man advantage. South Pelham really hasn't had that golden scoring opportunity. In fact, a shot and it went off the crossbar, waved off. That was the best scoring chance of this power play, and it belongs to the team that's shorthanded in Keene. What a blast from the left point by Joe Walsh, number 8, the defenseman. That was over the shoulder of Adam Gagnon and off the crossbar, and now we have a tripping call to follow up the interference call. So for 5 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3. Another Keene player going to the box. This is for tripping. 8:07 to go, first period. It will take at least a few seconds for Connor Murphy to get out of the box and get back into play. So 5-on-3, teeing it up. That's over the glass. It comes right out in front. Shot. No. Fanning on the shot. They had an open net for a moment in front. I believe that was Joe Moore that had the opportunity, number 12. Nolan Harvey teeing it up. Wrister. It's off the skate boot of Zach Moore's number 11. Loose puck in front. Cleared away by Keene, but not out. DiPrizio shot. Toe save by Dylan Riley as he kicks it out to the near boards. He didn't even have his stick at that point. We have a whistle, and what's the call? Appears to be an injured player. It may still be from that shot from the point by Nolan Harvey that Zach Moores is slumping. having a difficult time getting off the ice. It's definitely his right toe or right foot. And not a fun feeling to have a hard shot go off of you like that. And he did make it through quite a bit of that shift after. But he is helped off the ice here. So we'll see if we see Zach Moore's return. It's still early in the game, of course. We're halfway through the first period of play. 1:25 left to go in the 5-on-4 advantage for South Pelham. And a face-off violation there, so we'll do it again. Joe Moore taking the draw. Try to win it over to Riley Nutter. Nolan Harvey back to Riley Nutter on the near boards. The backhander hits the Keene player. Nutter out of the corner, off the side of the net. Technically not a shot on goal. Stepping up, Harvey. Moore's got it. Backhands it in front. Nutter waved at it. It was kind of on his offside shooting, so he couldn't collect it as it bounced through the crease area. We have a tripping call coming here against Joe Moore of South Pelham. So that is going to even things up at 4-on-4 for the next 53 seconds. And after that, Keene will have its first power play of the game for about a minute. So we've had 3 penalties called so far in this game. A solid save, 2 of them by Adam Gagnon. The wraparound try, it's out in front. A sliding shot doesn't make its way through. Keene putting all kinds of pressure on here in the 4-on-4 situation. Snapshot from the point deflected wide, causing all kinds of havoc in front are Aiden Kane, number 3, and Tim Greenwood, number 15. And here comes DiPrizio. Matt with a head of steam, sliding shot with a backhand left pad save, flash by Dylan Riley, and Keene gets the puck out of the zone. This will be icing. 13 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4, and then Keene will have a power play. At the beginning of that 4-on-4, it sure looked like a power play with all the pressure that Keene was putting on in the offensive zone to our left. Of course, then Matt DiPrizio with a fine rush to our right, and he nearly slid a backhander past Dylan Riley, but he flashed the pad and saved it. Now putting on the pressure, Joe Walsh behind the cage. Johnny Pinkston decks a big Keene defenseman with one shove. Pinkston gets, actually Nolan Harvey's got the puck down low. Now it's a 5-on-4 situation. Keene is on the power play as they move it out. Smartly. Tape-to-tape passes. Dimitri Seeger to Ben Brown. Ben Brown, actually this is Brian Langevin, number 19. Brown's in front. Nearly got that pass, but good back checking by number 16 for South, Nolan Foss. And South Pelham clears it. Nolan Foss staying right with his man in the slow slot, was able to foil any kind of a scoring opportunity there for Keene, who are on the power play for another 30 seconds. Shooting it in is Ben Brown. It goes around the boards, pinching past the defense. Keene trying to set up here. Circling and circling. Brian Langevin gets it across to the dangerous Marcin Molesky. Molesky going deep into the corner. Both teams hunting for that first goal. Loose puck out in front, trying to clamp down on it, and he does. Adam Gagnon freezes it with 7 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. Exciting action on both ends of the ice so far here in the first period of the championship game of the Conway Arena tournament. Chance for both teams to catch their breath just for a moment. Joe Moore will be out of the penalty box in a moment. First, there's a right pad save by Gagnon. That was nearly a breakout. Puck was knocked down by the defenseman at center ice, and an opportunity missed there coming out of the penalty box for Joe Moore, who's visibly frustrated by the lack of a scoring chance on what could have been a 2-on-1 as South called for the offside. They're actually going to face this off at center ice just because they can. And even though no goal was scored. Keene back to get it. There's a giveaway. Riley Nutter, the backhander, misses the cage. He had Joe Moore in the zone as well, number 12. I don't think he saw him as the trailer. Keene with a head of steam. Joe Walsh shoots it in behind the net, but first back to get it, Joshua Kinghorn tries to feed it up to Riley Nutter, goes to the point instead. Marcin just slides one, and Gagnon will clamp down on it. That'll be the easiest save he'll have today. They had the public skate for Conway Arena just before this game and made some new ice before the teams came out, warmed up, and got ready to play. Around the rim it goes and ends up on the stick of Dante Young. Young cross ice maneuver, gets it behind the goal of the Blackbirds. Trying to work their way out of their own zone. Harvey's going to take a chance and pinch up on the boards from defense. Taking his place was Dante Young. He shot it behind the goal, but look at this head of steam. Marcin, he's a dangerous player, but he's broken up. Creates a scoring opportunity. A big bomb of a shot from the point. It is gloved by Gagnon, and he hangs on. Number 6, not on our roster for the Blackbirds. He's out there as a left winger right now for Keene. We don't have a number 6 on our roster, so can't tell you who had that big shot. But if he figures in the scoring, we'll certainly hear his name from public address announcer Bob Bates. Says Keene was threatening to score before Joe Moore intercepts. Johnny Pinkston gets the rebound, pass off the boards, but can't do much with it. Riley Nutter near side has that pass from Nolan Harvey go through him. Now he's forechecking on the big defenseman Peter Haas, just a freshman, number 9 for Keene. Harvey has it taken away by Keene's Ben Brown. Brown, number 17, making a move. Wrister, another save by Gagnon. He has seen his share of long wrist shots and snapshots from near the point that have been right on target, and he's been equal to each one. Good forechecking. Here comes Johnny Pinkston going one-on-one. Johnny Pinkston shot and a save by Dylan Riley. Pinkston creating a tremendous scoring chance, and Riley just barely hanging on to that sliding puck. Maybe 6 inches to the right, and Pinkston could have had 5-hole there, but it's still 0-0. Thanks to fine goaltending on both ends of the ice. Josh Kinghorn slides it across. This is Matt DiPrizio in the high slot. DiPrizio moving in, can't get a shot away. Had it go off his stick into the corner. Pursued it, gets it. Kinghorn throws it in front. Nearly a deflection there for Ryan DeSimone, number 8. Now Keene is back on the attack. This is Damian Salema, number 7. He tried a centering pass to Aiden Kane, number 3, but defenseman Matt DiPrizio got back on the back check and intercepted it. DiPrizio plays it around the boards to Ryan DeSimone. DeSimone can't get it out. Keene throws it behind the goal. Joshua Kinghorn staples Aiden Kane to the backboards. And South able to get it out. Matt DiPrizio with one man abeat. He's got a 2-on-1. It hops to the goaltender, and pouncing on it with the glove, Dylan Riley to freeze the puck and stave off that threat. 1:50 to go in the first period. A very exciting first period it has been here at the Conway Arena on a December 29 of 2017. South Pelham against Keene for the tournament trophy. And the face-off to the left of Riley, won by the Blackbirds, sprinting out of the zone. Tim Greenwood gets a shot away, but misses to the right of the goal. Loose puck, pouncing on it, Brian Langevin to the point. The wrister hits the skate or the boot of Joe Moore in front. Moore pursues the defense. Puck fought for near boards. South Pelham trying to get it out as we near the 1 minute mark. Keene trying to get that first goal. This trip down the ice This is a dangerous line. Taking his time now with possession. Nolan Foss finds Riley Nutter, but his cross-eyes pass. That was a bat above the shoulder, but it went to a South Pelham player, so no whistle. There's a heavy hit. They're going to call that a trip. A couple of players hit the deck. There's an attempted slash by one of the Keene players. He's lucky it didn't connect. Well, that could have been another call, but they're going to call that a leg trip. A little bit more of a trip than a hip check, according to the official, though it was really borderline. You see some heavy hits like that in the middle of the ice area. But the referees viewed there was a little bit too much leg extension before the contact. So the tripping call, there's a big blast, shot, loose puck. Fans groaning. Dimitri Seeger got the 2-minute minor for tripping. With 30 seconds to go, man advantage for South. They slide it in on goaltender Reed. He clamps down on it. Johnny Pinkston was closest to the goaltender on the feed through traffic. So for the last 30 seconds of this power play of this period, you have Nolan Harvey, Matt DiPrizio on defense. Johnny Pinkston feeds it back to Harvey, back to Pinkston. Joe Moore's in front with Riley Nutter setting up. 20 seconds to go. Rister in front, easy save for Reed. He'll hang on. There'll be a face-off to his right this time. South Pelham with the next best chance to score the very first goal of this game. We're 0-0 through the first 14 minutes and 40 seconds of this championship game. What an opportunity here for South Pelham to possibly put one in. Late substitution on the power play here for Pelham as Dylan Nutter comes out of the bench. And it gets clear the length of the ice. So with 10 seconds left, that'll be pretty much it unless Nolan Harvey wants to go and launch one from the red line. And that is the hockey period. One period is in the books. A fast and furious and fiercely competitive first period it was, but we are scoreless here at the Conway. John Collins with Tom King, cameraman Jim McLean. It's a combination. We'll be back with exciting second period action here at the Conway of the championship game of the 2017 tournament right after this break.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework. It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena for the start of the second period of the 2017 championship game between the host South Pelham Kings. On the right of your screen now, after we've had the intermission, and they've changed ends, the goaltenders have, and the Keene Blackbirds to the left of your screen. Something that they didn't do during the regular tournament games was change ends, Tom, as you noted.
Right, because they only played two halves. The home team wanted that advantage with the line change, John, evidently.
Johnny Pinkston as the South Pelham Kings begin the second period on the power play. A tripping call against Keene near the end of the first period. So a power play here, and the Blackbirds managed to clear with 22 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
I always hate to start a period on a power play. It just never seems to work.
We don't have the rhythm.
Right.
Matt DiPrizio has to go back and get this. Fresh sheet of ice here at the Conway on a very cold December 29 of 2017.
1 minute, 30 seconds. 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 1 minute, 30 seconds
Riley Nutter across the blue line with some speed, fires it across the crease. There's nobody there. DiPrizio's wrist shot, saved by Gagnon. Joe Moore is first on it in the corner. He tried a centering pass. Might have went off the skates of Riley Nutter. Turns into a breakout for Keene. We're back to 5-on-5 action. As Keene's number 17, Ben Brown, shoots it into the corner. South Pelham is back to get it. Around the boards. DiPrizio is checked back there by Ben Brown. Brown ends up with the loose puck. He throws it right back into the pile, which is interesting. You'd think he might want to spin and go right toward the net unattended or unchecked. Ben Brown could have gone to try to stuff it past.
In my mind, Keene's had the better of the chances in this game. They just haven't.
I agree. I mean, you go back to that crossbar. We were just 2 inches away from a 1-0 Keene lead on that shot alone, and there's been many testers for Adam Gagnon. Keene trying to break out with it. Good defense work at the red line by Nolan Foss, number 16.
But Gagnon has the best save, that snap glove save that he made late in 5 minutes to go in the period.
Joshua Kinghorn throws it up the boards. It's slowly paced though, and they don't call icing. I think that was a good wave off as Keene's Peter Haas kind of took a sweet time chasing after it. Keene trying with the breakout here. It's 2-on-2 for the moment as they come across the blue line. It's Tim Greenwood, number 15. Broken up. South Pelham trying to go back on the attack. Joe Moores beats everybody to the puck in the corner. He's got no help right now, though, as South Pelham's on a line change, and Keene is out with it. Good job. Riley Nutter steals it away. Joe Moore following the play, throws it in front, tried to connect with Pinkston, who fell over the stick of the goaltender. Probably another good non-call there, although he was technically tripped, but the goalie's got a right to his crease, and it was unintentional. Joe Moore.
South Pelham needs just a little bit more better target practice. You know, they need to be able to connect on their aim.
Puck popped up in the air for a split second, and snatching it was Adam Gagnon to force a face-off to his left.
Just an evenly matched hockey game so far.
Completely, yeah.
You know, sometimes the floodgates open after a scoreless period. You know, and that happens a lot.
0-0.
But the big thing is to stay out of the box for both teams. That'll determine everything in my mind.
Around the boards by Nolan Foss, but not out as Keene snaps one from the far point. That is Connor Murphy, number 4, has a pretty good shot from the left point. In the corner, Damian Salema of Keene throws it all the way around the boards. Murphy keeps it in, and South Pelham able to get it out. Nice pass out ahead. Ryan DeSimone not able to do much with it, though. He throws it around to the other diagonal.
If they could have gotten that pass a little earlier for a breakaway.
And some players are putting on new jerseys, I think, Tom. We got a number 5 for South Pelham, not on the roster.
Yeah, I had that problem the other day trying to make an identification. I know it.
Ryan DeSimone, near side, gives it to Nolan Harvey. Harvey, around the boards it goes, and out. All the way to Keene defenseman Connor Murphy, who risks one all the way back into the south zone, and Murphy gets away with a quick shove and goes to the box before he can get in any more trouble, I guess, after being whistled for icing on the rink length shot. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go, second period. Still scoreless at the Conway as Joe Moore gets set to take the face-off for South Pelham against Brian Langevin for Keene.
It's one thing South has not won very many of. They haven't won too many face-offs in this game.
No, it's been a lot of
Keene face-off wins over South Pelham.
Around the boards, Joshua Kinghorn does get it out, and he gets it onto the stick of Riley Nutter, who pays the price.
DiPrizio, this line to get really going.
Langevin nails Nutter into the glass. Good pass to Greenwood, going one-on-one, but an even better check by DiPrizio to knock him out of the way of any chance at a scoring opportunity there. Keene still with the pressure on.
Oh.
DiPrizio got a big piece of that one. Delayed shot and a save by Gagnon as he flashed the right pad. DiPrizio back on the attack. Far boards. Langevin trying to prevent him from going any further. That's Marcin Molesky, number 18. Solid defense for the Blackbirds. No scoring opportunity for South Pelham. A steal. Johnny Pinkston evades one defender. Back to the point. Josh Kinghorn slides one across. Stopped at the blue line. Throwing it back in Joe Moore. South Pelham clears and they get a line change. Keene though with some open ice down this side, taking advantage. Greenwood, wrister, save Gagnon, and he hangs on.
Was going for that far corner. Gagnon, very good with that glove in his hockey game.
There was one of those line changes that we talked about between periods,
where
Tom.
you have the advantage if the goaltender's on the other side.
A lot of open ice, and Keene almost capitalized on it. The defense has a long way to go when they come off their bench to get back to their own blue line. Unlike in the first and third periods when the defense and your whole team is in your defensive zone. A wrister from about 100 feet away and an easy save. Gagnon's going to drop this off for his defense around the boards and out. Near boards, good pass off the skates of the intended recipient, Alex Evans. And this is the extra line that I was speculating, Tom, might give South the stamina advantage later in the game. I don't know if Keene's coach is matching up with the fourth line or of
He's
South
got
Pelham.
enough to roll for if he wants to.
If he wants to, yeah.
So we'll see.
And that, you know, just a little bit of extra rest for the top line, top two lines maybe of South. Face off just outside the South Pelham blue line. That counts as a win for South Pelham, but I think that was what the guy who did the draw was trying to do.
Yeah,
Ben
get it
McCray,
back into the zone.
Yeah, pushing it ahead, you know.
Right, exactly.
So a semi-win, and now South does finally get it out of their own zone, but with difficulty. Johnny Pinkston smacks it so that Joe Moore can recover it. Moore with some nifty maneuvering, trying to split about 3 or 4 defenders. He gets dumped by Ben McCray. In front, puck pops up into the air. Riley Nutter battling with the defenseman and the goaltender. Loose puck still. Riley's trying to jump on it in a tangle of skates, and he does get the whistle.
What a battle in front.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and both sides of the rink. Some mad scrambles. No goals yet, though. 0-0. We have played halfway through the hockey game. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and a clean breakaway for Greenwood. He is in alone on Gagnon, and he skates right into the goaltender and loses the puck.
He lost the puck. He ran out of room. Greenwood should have shot the puck very early. Gagnon went down. Greenwood had the top shelf, but he couldn't corral the puck.
Reminded me of that Rockets player last night that was running over Marcus Smart and getting.
Here he is. He loses the puck. I have it on photo. You know, he doesn't have it.
Exactly.
As he skates right in. So
if it counted to shoot the goalie into the net, that would have been a goal.
That would have been a goal.
Because that's what.
And we are still scoreless here at the Conway Arena.
Yeah, Tim Greenwood shot and scored with Adam Gagnon, but he won't get any credit on the scoreboard for that. Nolan Harvey loses the puck. Joe Moore back to get it as he throws it up the boards, but not out. It's kept in by Connor Murphy. Only for a moment, though. Kicked out.
Got to get some speed here.
By Joe Moore. Johnny Pinkston trying to pinch past the defense on the boards. Can't do it.
Just one stride away, Johnny would have had a beat.
And Kinghorn, who just had that breakaway. Here he comes. That's Greenwood, rather. Greenwood, Jim Greenwood.
Number 15.
Number 15.
Yep.
Pinkston throws the puck around the boards to Nutter, who loses it in front
Watch
Loose
out.
puck, Gagnon.
Alert for Gagnon to pounce on that puck because that puck looked like it was going to be shot and taken away.
Joe Walsh was right there if Gagnon faltered. Face off to the South Pelham goalie's right. 6:35 remaining in the second period. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Next goal, needless to say, will be a big one in the championship game of the 13th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament here on December 29 of 2017. Off the boards and out. Ryan DeSimone puts the brakes on at the blue line. Delayed offside. Put himself offside as he got to the blue line. DeSimone breaks it up with some help from Dante Young, number 4. Nolan Harvey with his head up.
We haven't called Harvey's name much today.
No.
Harvey needs to get in the mix a little bit more.
Poked into the corner by Dante Young. Centering pass. Shot. Save. Loose puck. Pops up in the air. Batted away. Another shot. Hits a defenseman.
Unbelievable. How did they not score there?
You got to give credit to the goaltender, Dylan Riley, who was immense in that flurry.
Unbelievable. Riley's got 15 saves in his hockey game, and none more important than the 3 he made right there.
Keene trying a rush of their own. In the corner, Rister saved Gagnon, and he hangs on with a Keene player right on the doorstep. Rister by Ben Brown, number 17. Teammate Marcin Molesky was waiting for any kind of a rebound, but Adam Gagnon would not give it to him.
I cannot believe that flurry in front didn't produce a goal when the goalie was down and the top shelf was wide open.
It has been a goaltender-dominated contest here at the Conway. Long pass, couldn't connect with Johnny Pinkston. That'll be icing. Riley Nutter made some visual contact with Pinkston, but it wasn't vice versa, so they did not connect.
5:12 left in the second period, and we are scoreless. And remember, as opposed to the other games in this tournament, this final is a regulation 15-minute period game, 3 periods.
Right. We're past the halfway point of the game, barring overtime.
We've got 20 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in this hockey game.
Johnny Pinkston across the blue line. The trailer. Nutter's wrister goes off the backboard, wide to the right. Rebound, South Pelham. Pinkston out in front. The wrister from Joshua Kinghorn misses to the left, and Keene has the puck.
Yeah, they had more in front. Then they moved Nutter in front because he's bigger.
2-on-2 for the moment. Gagnon, big save, but he
makes 2 more.
Big rebound, and yes, directs
he had to
it
watch
behind the net.
He had to watch that rebound.
Kinghorn goes off the glass.
His defenseman couldn't corral it, so Keene got the extra shot.
Chance for Nutter to go past the defenseman. He would have been in alone. Pinkston fires it wide to the left. Line change for South Pelham, but they do leave somebody home near side. It's Matt DiPrizio, so there was not open ice to exploit. Joshua Kinghorn lost it momentarily, battling for the puck with Aiden Kane, number 3. Out of the zone. That was 23, sorry, Dimitri Seeger for Keene. Banking one off the boards. Greenwood going to work on Kinghorn, 2-on-2. Trailing the play, Langevin. Greenwood knocked down, and here comes South Pelham. Matt DiPrizio trying to go past the defenseman. He can't. Great defense at the red line area by Peter Haas. We've got a whistle. Do we have a penalty?
No, I think it was offside. Let's see.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Offside, so we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. Both teams going to change up personnel with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. 0-0 here at the Conway. Championship game of the Holiday Week tournament. Stepping by the defenseman with a head of steam is Ryan Roof, number 22. Drops the puck.
Keane's got Nashua back on their heels a little bit right now.
Feels like that. Out of the zone, Ryan DeSimone loses the puck to the Keene back checker. The Keene turns it over as well. Riley Nutter going it alone down the right boards as South Pelham changes up again. Some rapid line changes for the Kings. And this could be icing. It is. Just under 3 minutes to go, second period. Somebody asked Tom King, so who do you think's going to win this game? He asked him after the first period.
Yeah, and I said flip a coin.
And I think you're still right about that.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt about it. You know, and the thing is, in this period, I spoke too soon maybe, but 2:54 left, we haven't had a penalty.
Yeah.
It's been a
No
clean
power
hockey game.
plays.
No power plays.
For anybody.
5-on-5 hockey for basically 14 of the 15 minutes.
Keene with a breakout. Joshua Kinghorn went for the poke check and he missed it, so it's a 2-on-2. Puck dangerously bouncing around the goal.
An airborne puck in the middle in front of the net. You always have to be worried about that. Hit the netting and it'll face it off in the circle to the, should be to the left of Gagnon.
It will be this dot right here. Joe Moore taking the face-off for South against Keene's Ben McCrae. Moore wins it. Pinkston trying to come out. Back to DiPrizio. Around the boards it goes. Riley Nutter missed it. Connor Murphy wrists it in. Save Gagnon. He'll take a face-off to his right this time. With 2:23 to go, second period. An excellent hockey game here at the Conway in the tournament final. The Keene fans who did make the drive are glad that they did to see this one.
They were notified by email last night
That the team was in the final because
Yes.
Merrimack was not able to defeat North. Off the netting, so we'll have a face-off to the right of Dylan Riley. How about the Keene coach having the decision between Miles Ditkoff and Dylan Riley, two senior goalies, Tom. They are blessed in that department.
They certainly are. Some teams scream to get goals. But I'll tell you what, John. The improved play of the two Nashua teams in this tournament, to me,
Very encouraging.
is because of one goaltender on one side, Adam Gagnon, and on north side, Robbie Morrell. Those two goalies have played very well in this tournament.
Yep.
And to me, that's 70% of the battle in high school hockey.
Especially in the playoff tournament championship hockey. Breakout for Keene.
They got a 2-on-1 right there.
And the net comes off.
Boy, did it ever.
How about that diving assist attempt there? I think that was Brian Langevin, number 19, who launched himself into the right corner and was able to make a perfect centering pass. But Gagnon left no openings. The
Not
goaltender
as he
for South.
came out, but what do we have with that net on the mooring, off the moorings? Are we going to have a straight face-off? I didn't see any penalty shot called.
No,
so.
I mean, that was caused by Keene. That
Yeah.
was caused by the guy in the center there that just crashed into the goalie. Wrister, Gagnon saves and hangs on.
Again, Keene's starting to get more of sustained pressure on Gagnon.
And wins another faceoff.
Right,
Keene does.
exactly. They've
Yep.
won a lot of them.
Brian Langevin, who's a sophomore forward, number 19, on the draw for the Blackbirds against Nolan Foss, number 16 of South. Foss wrestling for it with Langevin on the stick.
Oh, if the Greenwood had been over there in time, he had a wide open net. On
Dimitri Seeger, number 23,
deflection.
had that chance. Seeger
There it
scores!
is, yep.
Dimitri Seeger camped out at the right post in the right place at the right time. Slides it home easily on the rebound. Adam Gagnon doing everything he could, but finally Keene saw an opening and took advantage.
Too much pressure. Keene had put the pressure on.
And they get that first goal, 1-0. The
And if I'm not
Blackbirds will lead it.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the first time that South has trailed in this tournament.
Seeger, who had a chance seconds earlier, didn't miss that second chance opportunity. That hits the official, so Johnny Pinkston's got it as he goes across the blue line. Pinkston in deep, gets spilled.
Dimitri Seeger, assisted by number 19, Brian Langevin, and number 18, Marcin Malinsky. Time of the score, 13 second period.
So one of the players to watch, Marcin Molesky, that Tom pointed out, had 3 points in the last game that we did. He gets an assist on that.
He's in on everything.
Brian Langevin gets the other assist on the goal by Dimitri Seeger.
Seeger
1-0
in the
Keene
right
leads.
spot. Gagnon just could not get over in time.
No.
There was no way.
Yeah.
See,
Sliding
there's a
pass,
chance.
more shots saved by Riley.
Oh my goodness, that was a Moore had a clear shot, and how Riley saw that, I don't know.
Riley's big body, Tom. You gotta hit your little sliver of an opening with some kind of accuracy to get it past him.
It's a big takedown. You got a 3-on-2.
Gagnon gloves the wrister from the blue line as the 1 minute left in the period
They
announcement
took down
is
Pinkston
heard.
in front when he had a chance at the puck. He got checked off the puck, and Keene all of a sudden had a 3-on-2.
So the Keene Blackbirds, who only found out, a lot of them by email and phone calls late last night, that they even had a game today.
I don't know how late. I mean, the game probably around 7 o'clock or so, 6, 7 o'clock.
They have a good chance to win this tournament. They are up 1-0 as we go toward the third period of play. Johnny Pinkston coming out with a head of steam. Johnny goes past everybody like Johnny Rocket, throws it in front, loose puck, scramble. Riley Nutter was there, Joe Moore was there.
Nutter
Nolan
was
Harvey
there,
can't
but
keep
he
it
was
in.
checked off the play. Couldn't get his stick on the puck, and that side of the net was open.
They'll bring it back, the icing
That's the
call.
only way you're going to beat either one of these goalies today is to get them out of position so
Yes.
you have the open side.
Maybe a rebound.
That's
to the
how
open
they
side.
beat Gagnon on that play.
Exactly. So making a move. Face off to Riley's left. 26 seconds to go. Second period. South trails 1-0 on the goal that just happened by Keene. Dimitri Seeger. The Blackbirds flip it ahead. Greenwood was on the receiving end, but Harvey on defense for South able to throw it back out. 8 seconds to go. And Zach Moores will just backpedal and kill off the remaining seconds in this one. 15 minutes of championship hockey left to go. Keene leading South 1-0. Still anybody's hockey game, Tom.
Fantastic game so far.
Yes. Worth the price of admission. Come back with us on NashuaETV.
Folks, this will be last call for 50-50. Remember, we got 3 different colors. You better buy some.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena in Nashua for the championship game, period number 3. Keene leads South 1-0. The South-Pelham Kings battling Keene for every loose puck. Tremendous goalie play, but finally they got one past. Keene got one past Adam Gagnon, and they tried it again. And Tom, Dylan Riley on the other end for Keene. I don't know if he's going to be.
He's been fantastic, but I'll tell you what right now, John, this isn't starting out the way Nashua-South-Pelham wants it to. Keene has had too many chances.
What a save by Gagnon. He took it out of a wide open net.
I told you, the only way you get it past these goalies is to have that wide open side. Gagnon beat him to it.
Quick glove. There was 90% net to shoot at right there, and Gagnon was able to snatch the puck out of the sky.
South-Pelham wants to start this game.
Absolutely not.
Period.
This is a golden chances here for Keene to double up on their lead.
Too much time in the center of the ice.
And goals have been so hard to come by, you feel like South-Pelham almost has to score next.
Keene had too much time in the slot. Way too much time.
Tim Greenwood with it. Flips it out ahead. Knocked down out of the sky. Players on the ice.
Hey, let it go.
Clean
Clean
defense,
play.
yep.
Yep.
Keene, of course, in the black and orange, and South Pelham in the blue and white uniforms. Back to get it for the Blackbirds. Defenseman Peter Haas throws it through the neutral zone. The Blackbirds and South Pelham will change up personnel. Around the boards it goes. Keene has it. Too much freedom in the offensive zone right now for the Blackbirds.
He had the time to catch the puck and drop it down.
And South Pelham able to get it out.
That should not happen.
Players jousting in front of the South Pelham bench. Meanwhile, the puck's right in front.
Yeah, Molesky, he's got, Marcin Molesky, he's got the vision. Saw the opening, slid it in front.
Number 18 for Keene, dangerous player. Length of the ice is going to be icing, and faceoff's going to come back to the left.
All right, not good.
Adam Gagnon.
Nashua-South-Pelham is allowing Keene to dominate here in this early part of this period. There's only so much a goaltender can do.
Yeah, the verdict on the Keene goal was too much pressure, as Tom said, on goaltender Adam Gagnon. The third period started out with yet more pressure. Meanwhile, Dylan Riley, a lonely figure down to our right. That might change. Joe Moore with it across the blue line. Drop pass picked up by Keene, and they are out of the zone. Damian Salema, the goal scorer for Keene, is out there, number 7. Matt DiPrizio shoots it on ahead, tried to connect with Riley Nutter, couldn't. Top line out there for South Pelham. They need to produce to help the win. There's a giveaway. Diving in front. Salema's got it. Tried to slide it through Kinghorn, and he dove and blocked it.
Great defensive play by Kinghorn. Sacrificing his body.
And covered up for the mistake by DiPrizio, who passes it on up ahead for Dante Young, number 4. DiPrizio following the play, gets it in deep. Greenwood circling. Far boards. Langevin tried to connect with Dimitri Seeger, could not. In front, and it's missed by all. No icing, says the official.
Down in that corner, Keene was able to do what they wanted.
Marcin Molesky, got that good hockey name, number 18, back to get it. They play it up the boards. Nolan Harvey was waiting in the neutral zone, red line area. Back to number 16.
Oh, turnover.
And gives it away. Nolan Foss with an errant clear.
Yeah, but that still, what that does is Keene still has the puck. Now Nashua's got it out.
South breaking out of their own zone. Back checking though Langevin. Threw a little bit of an elbow at the end. Penalties have disappeared since the first period when both teams were on power plays.
Another glove save, but
Gagnon with that active glove hand, very good with the catching mitt in goal. Good shoulder hit by Joe Moore. Loose puck all the way down behind the Keene net. First back to get it. It's Peter Haas, number 9. Joe Moore checks him. Molesky throws it up near boards. Ben Brown jousting with Riley Nutter. Johnny Pinkston takes a shoulder check. And South has it. Josh Kinghorn across the blue line. He's got Moore behind him. Throws it to Moore. It's in his skates. Now he doesn't see it, actually. Thrown out.
Watch out. You got a break here, Mossely. No. DiPrizio gets back.
Ben Brown had his back to the blue line. Couldn't get free. Now he's got it. Brown maneuvering near boards. Molesky lost it. Pinkston nearly had a breakaway splitting the defense, but it's instead behind the South goal.
You could have had a tough road to go all the way down.
Joe Moore.
Little line change. They caught Keene right here.
Pinkston's got Riley Nutter on his right. Nutter gets it, throws it back to the point. Kinghorn tries a wrister that hits some sticks and bodies.
It deflected off the skates of Pinkston, and that's why it came all the way back down. Nashua needs puck. Nashua-South-Pelham needs puck protection. Puck
giveaway.
Possession.
Connor Murphy was awaiting that clear around the boards. He turned it into a wrister on goal on Adam Gagnon. He freezes it. So we played over 5 minutes of the third period. We're scoreless. 1-0. Keene continues to lead this championship game of the tournament. The final here being played on a Friday afternoon after Christmas, before New Year's. There's a sprint. South-Pelham first to get it in front. To the point, Nolan Harvey. Wrister is blocked. A stick in the way by Damian Salema, number 7. Dimitri Seeger was the goal scorer for
Keene.
For Keene, yeah. Not Damian Salema. I got my D's mixed up there. Damian and Dimitri. On the assists from Ben Brown and Marcin Molesky, that's our only score coming in late in the second period. There's been end-to-end action and chances galore, but these two goaltenders have been terrific. Giveaway, in front shot, and it's out. It's another great save by Adam Gagnon. The left pad flashed. He was dead to rights on a 2-on-none for a moment in front of the net. How did Keene not put that up and to his left? I don't know, but he got his pad on it, trying to get his stick back. Puck still in the offensive zone for Keene as they continue to put the pressure on. And another save by Gagnon.
Gagnon on top of his game.
Absolutely.
Just playing incredible hockey for Nashua South. But John, you know.
Shake of the head by Adam Gagnon. A great close-up there by our cameraman, Jim McLean. Nice job.
But you know, John, they talk about turnovers in football. They're just as big in hockey. You turn the puck over in your own end,
you see him in the goal highlights so often.
Chances are you're going to cost your team.
A slapper. Joe Moore directed that wide, but you still have a Keene forward causing problems down low.
Too much in the center in the slot. Too much down low for Keene right now.
Behind the net, Greenwood, and Johnny Pinkston skates it out. He's got Riley Nutter in the middle. Pinkston around the defense, behind the net. Joe Moore, Nutter with it, throws it on goal, saved by Riley.
Right, but see, Riley hasn't had to play a lot in the last few minutes, so he's a little he's not loose.
Yeah,
so he had trouble with that rebound. If someone was there for Nashua, they would have had a goal.
That was their best chance in a while.
Riley's been inactive. They've got to make him work a little bit and see if they can get something in. Take advantage of it, of the fact that he hasn't had to do much.
Greenwood slides it in the middle. Good interception, though, by Nolan Foss. And chipping it out is Riley Nutter. Nutter trying to split the defense. Gets it inside the blue line. The wrister hits the body of the prone defenseman. Puck fought for behind the goal. Throwing the body, Ryan DeSimone, number 8. And Keene able to get it out, but Harvey interrupts the play. Nolan Harvey with the nice step up. Nolan Harvey with some open ice. Wrister off of the defenseman's leg.
Yeah, Harvey had no one to pass it to, so he had to take the shot.
Heavy hitting in the corner. Harvey using that superior strength.
But John,
finally muscled off the puck.
John, if you notice, Nashua's not getting the penetration down low that Keene has gotten at the other end.
Yeah, and hence Harvey felt the need to step up from his defense position and try to make something happen. Nolan Foss, of course you gamble when you do that, when you leave your defense position open. Keene trying to get it out. Foss stops it. Wrister deflected behind the goal. Josh Kinghorn levels the Keene player who didn't have the puck. Keene wanted an interference call. Wrister from the point, about chest high. Deflected to the rear board by Gagnon. Loose puck collected by Ben Brown. Nice twisting block by Dante Young, number 4. Kinghorn circling. Actually iced it by accident. He had a miscommunication.
He wanted to connect
there
with Moore.
Yeah.
And Moore went in instead of coming back for the puck.
Exactly. So Face off down to the right of Gagnon.
5:21 left to play in the hockey game. It's a 1-0 Keene lead.
South's running out of time, Tom.
They are, and they're running out of chances, John.
And Keene's best defense is
their
offense.
No doubt about it. They put a lot of pressure on Adam Gagnon.
They're not sitting on that one goal by any means.
Nope.
They're looking for the game winner, which would be goal number 2. Meanwhile, South needs to develop a chance here and tie this thing up. They only have 5 minutes to do it.
Nutter. Let's see.
Riley Nutter, top line, shoots it past the goaltender. Joe Moore in the corner.
Got to be more accurate.
Yeah, no sustained pressure there for South.
They've got to put some pressure on.
Puck came up, hit one of the Keene players on the bench, so we have a whistle and a face-off just outside the blue line coming up.
Kinghorn was the only player back for Nashua-South-Pelham. They're starting to now try to pinch up a little bit and see if they can put some pressure on Keene, because you were talking about fatigue, John. This benches are pretty even.
Yeah.
Keene's got more size, and they have dominated this third period in terms of puck possession.
Harvey stops Greenwood in his tracks with that hit just outside the blue line. And Nolan Harvey is back to get the puck. Shot to the open wing, waiting for it. DeSimone trying to go one-on-one, and it's poked away. Big slapper doesn't find its way through. Putting the brakes on, Connor Murphy finds an open teammate near boards. Keene is able to get it out. A big pileup in center ice area. South shoots it back in, Keene shoots it out. Waiting at the blue line was Brian Langevin. He throws it in, and Keene's gonna get a partial line change. Ben Brown whiffed on the puck. Connor Murphy with some open wing ice here. About a face-high shot that Gagnon made the save on. He momentarily lost track of the rebound. Keene has it, throws it behind the goal. Ben Brown, deep, nobody to pass to. Whiffing on the shot, trying to...
Again, a turnover.
Yeah, Ryan Roof tried to roof the puck as he dove to the ice.
Here's
nice
a chance.
reception by Pinkston. Pinkston trying to slide it past the defenseman and then self-pass, but got stuffed.
Well, the one thing Nashua hasn't been able to get is any odd man rushes.
Joe Walsh, who just made that defensive play, throws it up the glass and out.
Oh,
Ben Brown to get it. A one-on-one situation. Wrister wide of the goal. Lively bounce. Riley Nutter with some open ice. He finds teammate Johnny Pinkston in the middle. Pinkston trying to go 1-on-2 for the moment.
And it ended up being 2-on-4. Keene did a great job to get back.
They've been doing that all game, getting back on defense. A lot of
here's an opportunity.
Fitness.
The turnover
is pretty good.
Oh, and they're back again.
Loose puck. Nutter back to the point. DiPrizio broken up on the back check by Brown. Launches a high wrister.
We're
to the
2:36 to play.
Yeah, it's getting down to too late to do anything here for South. What do we have? Icing call. Sense of urgency. You can definitely feel it on the part of the South Pelham Kings, but this goaltender has been something else and tough to beat. Dylan Riley. He's got an NHL size in that net. He takes up the space of an NHL goaltender, and it's been just as effective, pitching a shutout so far. Keene looking for that nail in the coffin, which would be goal number 2.
Now that may come in the form of an empty netter if Nash was able to get a chance to pull Gagnon.
Right. Loose puck in front, and South's got to break out. Hustling back all the Keene players. There's a wrister that hits the defenseman, and it's out of the zone. Nolan Harvey has it. Plays it D to D. Ends up on the stick of Dante.
Minute 49
Young.
to play.
As we're getting down to final minute. Gagnon, nice pass up to Harvey. Gives it to Young. Young trying to get past the defensive Keene. He's able to do it, and they shoot it in. South gets a line change. They come charging out with 1:25 to go in the hockey game. But Keene has it, flying out of his zone. Good job by DiPrizio would intercept that. Marcin Molesky has still got his best A game as far as skating ability, end to end, the defenseman for Keene, but he comes off now. Quick line change to Keene to get new defenseman out there.
This puck possession has allowed Keene to prevent Nashua from pulling Gagnon.
1 minute left. Ben Brown with it. Slides it to 7. Screenshot. Save again by Gagnon. Took that one in the chest from Damian Salema. Around the net. Only 40 seconds to go. South's going to have to pull their goalie the next trip down the ice. Pinkston loses it, though.
Can't do it.
Big turnover. Now it's a break-in alone and a goal. And that will probably do it. 31 seconds to go. And Keene takes a turnover, Tom King, and turns it into the insurance goal.
Just like I said, turnovers in hockey, they're almost as big as they are in football. And that one was, as Greenwood scores.
Tim Greenwood, that's going to be unassisted as he took the puck away from Johnny Pinkston and went in and rang it off the far post for goal number 2. Brilliant shot by Greenwood. That's the kind of shot it's going to take to beat either goalie in a game like this. So 25 seconds to go. South has pulled the goalie as they look for their first goal of the game. 19 seconds to go. Keene trying to clear it. It goes over the stick of the defenseman and becomes icing. Camden Cole, number 13, had a chance to keep it in. It went over his stick, went the length of the ice, so it was a debatable icing call, but they give it to South. A glimmer of hope, that's all. Down 2-0 with 12 seconds to go in this championship game. The Keene Blackbirds, who didn't find out till late yesterday and last night that they had qualified for the final game, the championship berth, by virtue of Merrimack losing their opportunity. And with 5 seconds left, it's going to be a 3-0 Keene victory on the open netter. So this final score is going to look pretty deceptive. It's going to be 3-0, but the game much closer than that will indicate. So they will drop the puck, and it will be a trophy presentation. The Blackbirds will take it. The 2017 Conway Arena tournament, played between Christmas and New Year's here in 2017. And an unlikely winner, the Keene Blackbirds. 3-0 over the South-Pelham Kings. It was a terrific hockey game. The star of the game will be Dylan Riley. Tim Greenwood will probably be your second star of the game. You could give it to a whole bunch of Keene players. And the third star of the game, or call him the second star of the game, Adam Gagnon, the goaltender for South Pelham, with a terrific performance as well. Both teams doing their respective schools proud here in the Conway Arena tournament. For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking our cameraman Jim McLean and our executive producer of NashuaETV, Pete Johnson. Keene, the champions of the Conway Arena tournament for 2017, a 3-0 final game victory over South Pelham. We'll say good evening and good afternoon and Happy New Year from the Conway Arena, everybody.
I want to thank the many volunteers who have helped make this tournament a possibility, particularly today, the tip of the hand and scoreboard operator, Chris LaCroix. There you go, sir. Second place among so many fine teams here. And will the captain for the team, the Keene team. Congratulations to your whole team for winning this tournament here at Conway Arena. So thank you. So that concludes our ceremony here today, and many thanks to you all. Drive home safely. Congratulations to our runners-up, and congratulations to our winners. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Peter, Bob Pace.